How's it going, everybody? This is Sunaak here, back for another episode of Pokemon LeafGreen. In the last episode, we took care of everything on SS Anne, and we battled Blue again. And in this episode, we are going to take on the Vermilion City Gym leader. Or the gym challenge, actually. So, I recommend getting a Pokemon that you won't be using on the team to teach the HM for cut. There's a lot of terms that go around for like HM slaves and all those type of Pokemon that you could teach them a whole bunch of HMs and everything. Usually the Rattata line and everything is really good. I just decided to go with Farfetch just to be a little funny, and besides, I never see anyone use the Farfetch'd at all. But before I go ahead and move forward to the Vermilion Gym, if you talk to this trainer here, the urge to battle with someone you've tangled with before. Have you ever had that urge? I'm sure you have. I wanted to battle certain people again over and over too, so I've been giving away these. Please take one. So we got a Versus Seeker here. Use that device and you'll find trainers looking for a rematch. Every time you use it, you will have to recharge it. It depends on steps, and I think it's just 100 steps. But for example, as you notice that these trainers have already been fought, if you use it here, I believe they will it's not charged enough. Okay, yeah, so I didn't know that you're gonna have to recharge it. But anyway, what it does is that if you go to the surrounding area, you'll see trainers who are looking for a rematch. They'll start jumping up and down and let you know that they want to fight again. And their teams will actually be stronger the next time you fight them. So, which is a really good way to level up Pokemon and everything that you want to use again. I actually highly recommend getting that in as soon as you can. So using Farfetch to cut down the tree, let's go ahead and head into the gym. Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird, water type Pokemon match poorly against electric type. Beware of paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He's locked himself in, so it won't be easy getting to him. Yeah, so this is kind of, you know, the funniest kind of gym that I've seen, because this one actually has 3 trainers laying about here. I guess I'll go ahead and fight them real quick, but the thing about the gym is that you need to check every trash can and try to find 2 switches. I'll show it off right now, but this guy, like he said, it's going to be using electric type Pokemon. So you're going to see a whole bunch of Voltorbs and Pikachus and those type Pokemon. So Knuckles is going to be a godsend in this gym because he's literally immune to electric type attacks, so they can't touch him at all. Okay, get some nice experience here. Also, Magnemites are 4 times weak to ground, so good thing I taught him Dig by this point now. Okay, just missed the Supersonic. That's the only kind of downside to using Dig, is that it takes 2 turns to attack, but not a big deal. It's a very strong ground type attack move right now. Fried. Cool. So I guess to get started, the way that I like to do it is that I like to double check them side by side to see if we can find the first one quick. Okay, nope. Hey, there's a switch under here. So turn it on. First electric switch, and the only annoying thing about it is that it's going to be to the adjacent trash can, so you literally have, I think, 3 chances to check to see if you get it. And nope. So the thing is, what's it called? You only have 1 chance to get it. If not, they will reset. So it's kind of annoying to have to keep going back and forth. So hey, it's right here again. Check right next to it. Oh, wow, what luck, honestly. So much for a puzzle and a challenge now, so I guess I got it right away. So I'll go ahead and take these trainers on, so that way we can get the experience. Got Sailor Dwayne. Gonna send out a Pikachu here. For this walkthrough, or for this Let's Play, I'm gonna try not to be super over leveled for the gym leaders. I think I am with Knuckles already by 1 level. But I think it's just because I kept training with, well, it was because of the SSN training. So, but later on, there's going to be a really high spike in levels. So I'm going to try my best not to exceed it and try to stay a little under leveled. So that way it doesn't get super easy. We just breeze through the game. Oh my god, these double teaming Pikachus. Watch, I'm gonna be either paralyzed on this turn. No, not this turn, but either the next turn or it's gonna miss. Come on, Knuckles. Oh, great, thank god. Yeah, because it's usually really annoying once you start fighting trainers that use evasion. There's a reason why it was kind of banned on the Smogon rules if you're into competitive Pokemon. Because, yeah, it's kind of cheap, in my opinion. But, anyway, we got one more trainer before we have to fight Lance. It's Lance. Wrong game, James. Wrong game. This is Surge. He's a hard Taskmaster. God, I'm falling all over my words today. Gentleman Tucker. He got another Pikachu. Level 23. Come on, Knuckles. Please don't be paralyzed. Miss. Don't be paralyzed or miss, please. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. And... oh, okay, good. Awesome. So we're gonna get up to level 26 here, so... yeah, if you have a ground-type Pokemon, this gym is going to be a breeze, unfortunately. Stop, you're very good. I know it, sir. Alrighty, so before we go ahead and move forward, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up my Pokemon real quick. Alrighty, back here at the gym, they have a problem with trees, so they keep regrowing pretty quick. Anyway, we got Lieutenant Surge here, and let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your puny power. I'll tell you kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis. The same as I'll do to you. Hoo-ha. So yeah, we have Lieutenant Surge here. I thought it was very interesting that they referenced America in this, and it's like a different region and everything overall, so I thought it was pretty cool. He's gonna send out Voltorb, level 21. I think he's gonna have Sonic Boom and Tackle. So let's go ahead and knock him out with Dig real quick. He also has Screech too, so lower defenses, so be careful with that. Okay, come on, Knuckles. Very, very easy. Okay, so we got some good experience here. He's gonna send out Pikachu. Of course, I'll keep out Knuckles here. Okay, so he's going to have Pikachu. I think he's going to have Double Team and Shockwave, and as well as Tackle. Yeah, so Double Team. There it goes. Let's see. Yeah, I think the moves are Double Team, Shockwave, Quick Attack. Okay, so that's good. Got Raichu next. So this is going to be his strongest Pokemon. And let's go ahead and use Dig again. Yeah, the main strategy with him is that he's going to be using Double Team over and over on his Pokemon. So that way you're going to be missing. And his move, Shockwave, is actually a move that never misses too. So it's kind of like the electric version of Swift. And there we go with the missing. So I think that's the only issue with Dig being 2 turns. Oh my god, no, he's setting up hardcore. He's got 3 of them already. And just so you know, as I said 3, he can only raise a stat or lower a stat 6 times throughout the game. Or throughout a match. So if he gets up 6 of these, that's going to be crazy. Oh, thank god. Knuckles, you're not blind. Great. So we took down Lieutenant Surge and got paralyzed in the process. And he didn't even touch us. That is actually kind of an underwhelming battle. I'm so sorry, these gym leaders are so underwhelming. Now that's a shocker. He's got puns. You're a real deal, kid. Find that. Take the Thunder Badge. We got 2,400 Pokédollars from that. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. TM34, which is Shockwave. TM34 contains Shockwave. Teach it to an Electro Pokemon. Alright, so with that, we actually defeated Surge and got our 3rd gym badge. So all we need is 5 more. Look at that, the tree grew again. Thank you, Farfetch'd. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal up real quick, and then as you saw, there was one of Professor Oak's aid. Let's go ahead and... Actually, I'll just show you on screen real quick. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and take care of, I wanted to show off a couple of things because then, like, it did take, like, no time at all for me to beat Surge, and I don't want to leave you all with, like, nothing to support the videos. So let's go ahead and talk to this Professor Oak's aide real quick. Oh, hello, James. How you doing? It's me, one of Professor Oak's aides. Did you meet the other aide? He had a package from Professor Oak from you, James. He said he'll look for you around Route 2. If you're in Route 2 area, please look for him. Alrighty, so we have that objective for us. So I guess we'll go ahead and complete that objective while we're at it. So, but before we go, if you were following along with the other bios and everything where I told you to catch an Abra, now will actually be a time to withdraw it and keep it with you. If you're trying to like follow along and get all the in-game trades and everything with me. So yeah, let's go ahead and where we're going to be heading out next, hop on my bike here to go faster. We're going over to the east here into this cave at Route 11. Actually, before we go to through the cave, there's actually a new route here being Route 11, as you just saw. And the only new Pokemon that we can actually find here in the wild is Drowsy. We'll go ahead and go look at his bio real quick. So Drowsy is a very unique Pokemon. He is a mixed attacker with both attacking stats being at base level 70 or base 73. So the good thing about his main thing that he specializes in is its special defense being at 115. So he's gonna be a really good special wall if you're gonna want to have him go up against any kind of special type Pokemon, which is pretty good. He doesn't have a really good move pool in my opinion. You will have to invest in quite a bit of TMs in order to get really good moves that will complement its special attack and its physical attack. So honestly, with that in mind, I actually can't recommend Drowsy too much because there are better psychic types in my opinion. Alrighty, with that done, we can go ahead and head into this cave here. This is Diglett's cave. Well, isn't this a surprise? Diglett dug this long tunnel. It goes right into Vermilion City, they tell me. Cool. So actually, that being in mind, there are actually 2 new Pokemon in this Diglett's cave. And while I'm encountering them and showing them off, there's actually going to be, it's the same evolution line, so I'll kind of go over in one bio, or I'll show the images real quick, but anyway, the only 2 Pokemon that are going to be here are Diglett and its evolved form Dugtrio. And these Pokemon are actually pretty good in my opinion. If you're playing LeafGreen and you didn't want to use Sandshrew as your ground type or the Nidoking or Nidoqueen line, this Pokemon is a great alternative, being a very fast physical attacker. With that being said, it's a definition of a glass cannon, as it is extremely frail and does not have a lot of HP to back it up. So you're only, and it's one of its abilities, Arena Trap, so I should actually put up some repels right now. But anyway, I honestly recommend this Pokemon if you want to use a very fast ground type, and this would be a really good area to catch a ground type just in case you wanted to use it for Lieutenant Surge. So actually a good Pokemon, I recommend it, so awesome. Alrighty, I went ahead and I applied the repels to avoid the Pokemon. The only thing about Doug Trio is that it comes out 5% of the time, but when you find it, it's extremely high leveled. Or oh crap, we're probably gonna run into it here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's gonna be at its lowest level right here is 29. I think the highest level you can catch it is at 31, and I think it's going to have Arena Trap. Oh, thank God. Okay, we got away. So yeah, it can be kind of dangerous running through here if you're not prepared for that. But anyway, we made it through, and what do you have to say? I went inside Rock Tunnel, but it's pitch black and scary in there. If I could find a Pokemon to use Flash and light it up. Flash, you say? I don't think he's talking about the superhero. Okay, but here in Route 2, actually, so we're back kind of like to the beginning of the game there through the Rock Tunnel. There's a house here, so if you had that Abra that I recommended you bring, if you talk to this kid here, I'm looking for the Pokemon Abra. Want to trade one for my Mr. Mime? So I'm actually going ahead and use this. Alrighty, so here, sorry about that cut there. We I had a little issue real quick come up. But here is Mr. Mime. I'm going to go ahead and go over its bio real quick. And this is the only time that you can actually get a Mr. Mime. The cool thing about Mr. Mime, I'll show it on screen real quick, is that he is a really good special attacker and a special wall. So he is like the definition of a special Pokemon, if that makes sense. But anyway, he is a good psychic type alternative just in case if you didn't want to use Abra and fully evolve it through trading. He starts off with really good moves, being the barrier and substitute, as you see on screen here. And it's honestly going to be hitting things pretty hard. It has some good, decent stats. So honestly, if you want to use a psychic type Pokemon, I actually recommend using Mr. Mime if you didn't want to use Abra. And it will actually evolve. Oh, well, not evolve. It doesn't evolve, unfortunately. But if you want to train it up, everything, even though it starts at like whatever level you traded the Pokemon at, it will evolve. Oh, not evolve. Sorry, it will level up quick due to it being a traded Pokemon. So, alrighty. So very nice Pokemon. So with that, if you go ahead and head over here into this little area. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokedex has completed data on 10 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Okay, so we get Hidden Machine 5. So since we've caught 18 Pokemon, I've missed quite a bit on the off screen and everything, so I'll go make sure to catch all those later. But yeah, so this is what's going to be the use of Professor Oak's aids, is that if you have Pokemon, if you register Pokemon in your Pokedex, they'll be giving you items throughout the game. Some of them aren't really too worth it, but if you capture a lot of them, there's some items down the road that will be very beneficial. So I'm actually going to teach Flash to Mr. Mime there. I don't think he can learn Cut, which will be weird, but I'll try to find a Pokemon. Actually, I think I'm going to use Paris instead, so I really recommend getting a Paris if you didn't. Okay, so with that, I will see you guys back in Vermilion City real quick. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and healed up real quick, and I'm actually going to end the episode off here. We got our 3rd badge, and we got our next objective, or we completed actually the next objective, and we got the HM05 for Flash, and our next objective is to go ahead and go back to Vermilion City and see if we can find this place called the Rock Tunnel, so that way we can go ahead and explore it through there. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.